In today's video, we'll take a look at how to go from our seasonal analysis indicator to turn that into a simple scan which is searching for all places in which the month of October is a well-performing month. Now to follow along, you'll need the seasonal analysis indicator. This is a free indicator, and I'll leave a link to download it in the description box below. We've used this indicator in a few other scans, including our monthly watch list scan, which I'll also link in the description box if you like this idea and you want to see some other ones. Now to get started, let's come inside of the seasonal analysis indicators code, and I'm going to scroll down to the month of October. The comments make it really easy to see which month we're targeting, so I'm taking October's code here, so from lines 131 to 141. And I'm going to come inside of our scan tab, and I already have a custom study filter loaded on, but just to follow along here, I'll paste in the code that we just copied. Now you should see an error which says add label is not allowed, and the way you trump this is by saying plot signal is equal to, and you add in the condition you're looking to scan. Now our label code here makes it really easy to see what that starting point might be. So for example, if you wanted to check all places in which October is an up month, at least let's say 50% of the time, then you could simply copy paste this. I want to up this to say 70%, so I'll change that value. And I also want to make sure that on average that gain in October is actually a gain and not a loss. And so we can say here that on the average difference for October should be greater than 0%, meaning it should be a net positive month. Now this is my simple scan. I'm running this on the weekly time frame to get more data. The weekly time frame, I believe, goes back about 3 years worth of data, so still not a whole lot, but it's better than just the 1 year on that daily time frame. Now we can remove this add label code, click OK, and I'm going to run the scan, which gives us 140 symbols. Now this is off of 3 years, and at the very top we have the behemoth of them all, NVDA. NVIDIA, if we load in a weekly 3-year time frame chart, we can see that October 100% of the time has been an up month, and the average gain has been about 13.85%. If we trim this down from that weekly time frame to the daily time frame, you get a little bit closer microscopic data. You can see that we fall just a little bit below that 70% threshold, and the average gain 8.38%. The weekly candle loses a little bit of that accuracy given that it just knows what the weekly prices are. The scan is a good starting point, and then you can come in and even do something like load in the daily time frame with maybe 20 years worth of data and try and find some specific patterns. Now in NVIDIA, I'd already looked at this, and this is the one that stood out. It's not October actually that stands out, it's more November. With 20 years worth of data, take a look at November in terms of its gain. On average, we close above where we open about 75% of the time. This is beaten only by August here and February, both with 80%. But the net difference, 7.49%, very close to our August gain. And if you take a look at the other months here, really outside of maybe potentially May, it's really the winners or the leaders in terms of the months that you'd like to be in NVIDIA. So November is the month that actually stands out, not October, even though this weekly time frame scan is showing us October. You load in Apple, and we can repeat something similar and start to use the scan as a starting point. Now in Apple, with 20 years worth of data loaded on, we see that October is in fact still a pretty solid month, and November continues to be an equally solid month, a little bit less on that number of times that we close above where we opened compared to October, but still green label tells you that overall October, November, a good time to be inside of Apple. I hope you found this video useful as a quick refresher on how to go from our free seasonal analysis indicator into a very simple scan, and in this case, we scan for the upcoming month of October. Take care, everyone. Good luck trading, and I'll see you in our next update.